Okay. Good morning, Shannon. How are you?
Good, good. How are you, Rick?
Good, good. For everybody's benefit, we thought we would put this interview together with Shannon. Shannon's with Exact Contact. And a couple of weeks ago, Dan Bennett, Sue Bennett from our Langley office got a hold of me and said, Rick, you got to check out Exact. And I would imagine some of our people are using it just based on the usage you have across Canada. And so Shannon and I got together and went through the presentation, and I found it quite interesting, the CRM product that they're providing. And I thought it would be beneficial if Shannon and I got together and did an interview, and then I would share this with you. So that's what we're doing this morning. So Shannon, maybe what you can do is, first off, I would imagine that you're doing webinars for people throughout North America, throughout the US and Canada.
Yeah.
You get to interact with a lot of different people. And is there anything you can share with us, sort of what the consensus is with everything that we're going through with the pandemic?
Yeah, and it's interesting to say the least. We sort of initially, like everybody, thought, oh no, everything's shutting down, and we sort of took a very conservative approach to how we were going to approach last month. And then brokers and agents and our affiliate partners started coming to us and asking for webinars and asking for presentations more than we've ever done. And I think the main reason is with everybody being sort of forced to work from home and to start sort of becoming more digital than maybe they have in the past, they're looking at CRM and solutions that will help them manage their business. And they also have a little more time right now while working from home. They're forced to sit in their office and work on their business. So CRM is one of those things that they can implement and work harder on to make sure that they have reminders and e-newsletters and follow-up going out to their clients in that digital way.
Okay, thanks, Shannon. And also, could you share a little bit of background on Exact through the ownership and how long you've been in business, number of staff that you're working with? And I assume that you're down in the US and number of people that you have in Canada versus the United States.
Yeah. So we are actually a Canadian company. We're based in Toronto, Ontario. So all of our Canadian customers have the benefit of things being in both Canadian English as well as US English for our US customers. Exact Contact is in our 11th year. We are a sister company to Morris Marketing. So some of your agents may be familiar with Morris Marketing and the print newsletters that they provide. If you're a Morris Marketing customer and you're using the CRM portion, you're using Exact Contact. It's all integrated into one platform. We're not a huge company. Morris and Exact together are about 60, and Exact itself is about 20. That said, we are a very focused group. Our support team is supporting our 14,000 customers North America wide. And we're about 60-40, 60% US, 40% Canadian customers. And that's really just so the number of real estate agents on both sides of the border comparatively as well.
Yeah. What I like about your company, you are Canadian and you charge us in Canadian dollars.
Yes.
Some of the third parties that we're dealing with is American, and it gets rather expensive when you look at the value of our dollar. So can you tell me why Exact is a preferred CRM provider?
Yeah, a number of different reasons. I mean, we're obviously not the only CRM, and we're not the only real estate CRM, but we are one of the CRMs at the forefront, partly because we're wrapping everything all into one bundle. It's more than just a database. It's more than just your contact list and database system. It's an email marketing platform. It provides you with marketing content. We're always making updates to that content and to the system. And we're providing an amazing support. Our support really is best in industry.
Okay. Is it a lead generator?
It is not a lead generator. And I don't know that we'll ever get into the lead gen business. There's sort of, we've looked at it with our corporate partners. We've looked at it with some of our consulting partners. And there's a certain persona of agent that's really good at converting leads. And a certain persona of agent that prefers to work their existing list in their database. We're focused on that second persona. and I don't know that we'll ever add a lead generating, component to the system. The system is meant to help you nurture, convert, and maintain your existing database and any leads that you're bringing in from external sources.
Okay, and what would you say are the top 5 benefits of your system?
It's going to keep you organized first and foremost. There's so many of us as salespeople, and I like to say it's not just a real estate salesperson problem, it's a salesperson problem. We've got stuff everywhere. So it's a way to pull all of your data into one place, keep it organized. It's a way to have reminders to ensure you never fall out of touch with those important leads, prospects, past clients, just your general sphere of influence. It's an all-in-one solution. So you're wrapping in things like your mass emailing platform and your spreadsheet or your existing database and your website, and your social media marketing all into one package. And you're going to have our support on the back end of that. And I keep going back to our support, but our support really is fantastic. And in comparison to some of our competitors, we're just providing a level of support that's unprecedented in the industry.
What would you say the turnaround time is for the support?
Turnaround time, we have live support. You can phone them, 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern time, Monday to Friday. They'll answer and answer your questions right away. In terms of getting set up, I would say inside of a week. From start to finish, an agent can have their contact data loaded into the system, work with our support team to get it categorized, and even get a website set up if they're working with that piece of our solution.
And the learning curve, would you say, for the average salesperson?
It's pretty small, actually. It's not a steep curve at all. We designed the system with sort of the average real estate agent in mind, and that's not necessarily a techie person. As salespeople and as people focused in real estate, we don't always have that tech background. So the solution is easy to navigate. It's laid out in a way that's user friendly, and with our concierge onboarding, we make sure that agents understand how to use it, and that there are certain automated functions set up for key reminders, birthdays, move-in anniversaries, your monthly e-newsletter. All of that's actually automated. So it's almost a set it and forget it.
Okay, and kind of important, the pricing individually.
Yeah, of course.
Through our companies.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, it is in Canadian dollars. Our list price is $39 a month. That's after a 5-week free trial. And think of that free trial as a free setup period, because you do have access to all of the functions of the system. We don't have a freemium model. You log in, you get everything right from day one. With the partnership with your office, all the billing is actually going to go through the office, and we can do significant discounts. So we're probably looking somewhere in the 50% off or more range.
Okay, all right. Well, that's interesting. And prior to the interview, we talked about the possibility of doing a webinar so that people have a better understanding and whether this is something that they would like to participate in. Can you tell me how long the webinar would be and sort of the date?
Yeah, we're doing that on Friday the 15th at 9 a.m. BC time, noon here in Toronto, and I'll present the entire solution. So you'll have a look at all of the different functions of the system, things like reminders that I just talked about. The webinar will be an hour, so from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. on that date, and I'll send you, Rick, all of the information that you can pass along to the group.
Okay, all right, that's perfect. And based on the background there, is that downtown Toronto?
No, not at all. This is my cottage up north in Ontario, and I wish I was there, but they've told us we can't even go there. So I'm wishful thinking, I suppose.
Well, it's a great background. Thanks, and appreciate it very much.
You're welcome, Rick.
Have a great day.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.